The journey to a leaner face begins with understanding why face fat occurs in the first place. For many people, facial fullness can be frustrating, especially when the rest of the body doesn't necessarily reflect the same level of weight gain. It's easy to feel like your face is betraying you in the mirror, but the truth is far more nuanced. Face fat is influenced by a mix of factors, some we can control, and some we can't. Genetics play a significant role. If your family tends to have rounder cheeks or fuller jawlines, chances are you might have inherited those traits. This doesn't mean you're doomed to a puffy face forever, but it does mean that some of your facial structure is predetermined by biology. For these individuals, even when their bodies are lean, the face can retain a certain softness or roundness that seems stubborn. But lifestyle choices also make a huge difference. What you eat, how active you are, how well you sleep, how stressed you are, these all contribute to the way fat is stored in your face. For example, a high-sodium diet, poor hydration, or chronic stress can all cause your face to appear fuller, even without an actual increase in fat. This means that while you may not have total control over your genes, your daily habits have a powerful impact on how your face looks and feels. One of the most common myths about face fat is the belief that you can spot reduce it. People often search for face-specific workouts or cheek-slimming exercises hoping to see results. Unfortunately, fat loss doesn't work that way. When your body sheds fat, it does so in a pattern largely dictated by genetics. You can't choose to burn fat from just your cheeks or chin. However, the good news is that when you begin to lose overall body fat through consistent habits, your face is often one of the first places where changes become visible. It's also a myth that only overweight individuals experience face fat. In fact, people who are otherwise slim can still struggle with puffiness or a rounded face. This is often due to water retention, dietary choices, alcohol intake, hormonal fluctuations, or lack of sleep. Your face can reflect temporary changes in your body before your weight or measurements ever shift. For instance, after a night of salty food and wine, you might wake up with a noticeably puffier face, even if your weight is unchanged. Hormonal shifts can also quietly contribute to facial fat. Cortisol, the hormone linked to stress, encourages fat storage in the body, including the face. Other hormonal imbalances, such as those caused by PCOS or thyroid issues, can lead to bloating or fullness. These changes might not be as obvious as gaining 10 pounds, but they affect your face in subtle and sometimes persistent ways. Understanding this can help you approach facial changes with more compassion and strategy rather than panic or frustration. Lastly, we have to talk about water retention, which is often mistaken for actual fat. When your body is dehydrated or overloaded with sodium, it tends to hold onto fluid. This fluid can accumulate in the soft tissues of the face, under the eyes, around the cheeks, and along the jawline, making your face look swollen or larger than it actually is. Drinking more water, cutting back on processed foods, and improving circulation can dramatically reduce this kind of puffiness in a matter of days. While aging also plays a role in how fat is stored or lost in the face, we'll explore that in more depth later. For now, the key takeaway is this: face fat isn't just about weight. It's a result of many intersecting influences: your genes, your hormones, your diet, your sleep, your stress levels, and how your body handles fluid. The more you understand those factors, the more empowered you'll be to make lasting changes. To truly change the shape and appearance of your face, you have to understand what facial fat really is and how it behaves. Most people think of fat as something static, like a soft cushion that just sits under the skin. But in reality, facial fat is dynamic. It responds to what you eat, how much you move, your hydration levels, and even your emotions. The body is constantly making decisions about where to store fat and when to burn it, and your face is one of the places where these decisions become visible quickly. Fat cells in the face are like small storage units. When your body has excess calories, especially from sugar and processed foods, it stores some of that energy in fat cells, both in your body and in your face. These fat cells can grow larger when you gain weight and shrink when you lose it, but they rarely disappear completely. That's why consistency matters so much. Even small changes in your diet or lifestyle can shrink the size of facial fat cells, gradually leading to a more sculpted, defined appearance. The tricky part is that you can't control where your body loses fat first. Some people lose weight in their arms or legs before they see a change in their face. For others, the face responds quickly, slimming down after just a few weeks of improved habits. This is mostly due to genetics and body type, not effort. But what's consistent across the board is that reducing overall body fat will eventually lead to a leaner face. There is no shortcut or secret to spot reducing facial fat. No amount of cheek exercises or jaw clenches alone will get you there if the rest of your routine isn't in sync. It's important to realize that your face doesn't just carry fat, it also carries fluid. This is why someone's face can look different from morning to night, or from one day to the next. Factors like how much water you drank, what you ate, how well you slept, and how much you moved can all influence how much fluid your body is holding on to. That's why some mornings you might wake up feeling puffy, and by the evening, your features look sharper again. Learning to manage this fluid balance is key to maintaining a consistently slim and healthy-looking face. Another interesting aspect of facial fat is how it interacts with muscle. Under the skin of your face, there are dozens of small muscles that help you smile, frown, chew, and speak. While these muscles don't burn a lot of calories, they do contribute to the tone and firmness of your facial structure. Just like any other part of your body, if these muscles are underused or imbalanced, they can contribute to sagging or a lack of definition. This is where facial massage and certain strengthening movements can help, not to burn fat, but to improve muscle tone and circulation, which enhances the overall shape of the face. It's also worth mentioning the role of metabolism in all of this. A slower metabolism doesn't just mean you gain weight more easily, it also means your body holds on to fat longer, including in the face. Things that slow metabolism include age, lack of sleep, extreme dieting, low physical activity, and certain medical conditions. On the flip side, things like regular strength training, adequate protein intake, proper sleep, and even staying active throughout the day can help boost your metabolic rate, making it easier to reduce facial fat over time. So much of what influences your facial appearance is happening below the surface. It's not just about having chubby cheeks or a double chin, it's about the underlying systems in your body working together or working against you. The good news is that you can influence many of those systems. By understanding how facial fat behaves, you can shift your focus from frustration to action, knowing that lasting change is possible when the right habits are in place. Now that we've explored the reasons why face fat happens and how it behaves in the body, it's time to focus on the most important part: how to reduce it. The truth is, no single trick or product will make your face slimmer overnight. But small, steady changes in your daily habits can produce noticeable results over time. And often, the face responds faster than people expect once the right adjustments are made. The first and most effective strategy is to focus on whole body fat loss. When you begin reducing your total body fat through proper nutrition and exercise, your face will naturally begin to reflect those changes. This doesn't mean you need to follow extreme diets or starve yourself. Those approaches often backfire by slowing down your metabolism and increasing fluid retention. Instead, think of it as cleaning up your eating in a way that is balanced and sustainable. Prioritize lean proteins, plenty of vegetables, healthy fats, and whole grains. Limit foods that are high in added sugars, refined carbs, and salt. The more processed the food, the more likely it is to cause bloating or contribute to fat storage. Drinking enough water is a small habit with a big impact. Many people are slightly dehydrated without realizing it, and their bodies respond by retaining more water. This can lead to puffiness, especially in the face. When you're consistently hydrated, your body doesn't need to hold on to excess water, and you'll notice your skin looks clearer, your features more defined, and that morning puffiness disappears faster. Aim to sip water throughout the day instead of chugging large amounts all at once. Exercise also plays a key role. Cardio workouts like brisk walking, cycling, swimming, or dancing help increase your calorie burn and support overall fat loss. But strength training is just as important. Building muscle boosts your metabolism, even when you're resting. A faster metabolism means your body will burn more fat over time, including in the face. You don't need a gym membership to get started. Even short home workouts using your body weight can make a difference if you're consistent. Facial massage and movement can help improve circulation and reduce bloating, although they should never replace full-body approaches. Gently massaging your face with your hands, a jade roller, or a gua sha tool can help encourage lymphatic drainage. This won't melt fat, but it can reduce temporary puffiness and help define your natural bone structure. Daily facial movement, like chewing gum or doing gentle jaw exercises, may also help tone the muscles under the skin, giving your face a firmer, more sculpted appearance over time. Sleep is a major factor that people often overlook. Your body needs sleep to reset, balance hormones, and reduce inflammation. If you're consistently getting poor sleep, your body may hold on to more fat and water, especially around your eyes and cheeks. Aim for at least 7 hours of quality rest each night. Avoid screens right before bed, and try to keep a regular sleep schedule. Good sleep hygiene doesn't just improve your face, it affects your entire body and mood. Cutting back on alcohol and minimizing your intake of sugary drinks can also make a noticeable difference. These drinks are often high in empty calories and contribute to bloating and fat gain, particularly in the face. Replacing them with water, herbal teas, or sparkling water can lead to clearer skin and more facial definition in just a few weeks. Stress management may not sound like a weight loss strategy, but it's essential. Chronic stress causes your body to release more cortisol, which is linked to increased fat storage, especially in the face, neck, and belly. Small things like deep breathing, journaling, going for a walk, or simply spending time offline can help regulate your stress response and support your overall fat loss journey. The key to reducing face fat is to be patient but persistent. The changes you make may not produce dramatic results overnight, but over time they will add up. And the best part is that the same habits that slim your face also improve your energy, your confidence, and your overall health. A slimmer face isn't just about shedding fat, it's also about defining what's underneath. Once you've started to see some reduction in facial fullness through lifestyle changes, the next step is to enhance your natural bone structure. Even subtle improvements in posture, muscle tone, and facial care can bring out the cheekbones, define the jawline, and sharpen the overall appearance of your face. Let's start with posture. It may seem unrelated at first, but the way you carry your body has a major impact on how your face appears. If you're constantly slouching, with your head tilted forward and your neck compressed, fluid tends to pool in your lower face. This posture can lead to a softer-looking jawline, more puffiness under the chin, and even tension in the facial muscles. On the other hand, standing tall with your shoulders back, neck elongated, and chin parallel to the floor helps lengthen the neck, lift the jaw, and encourage better fluid movement through the lymphatic system. Good posture won't burn fat, but it can dramatically change the way your face is framed and perceived. Then there's muscle tone. The muscles in your face are like the foundation of a house. When they're firm and active, everything sits better. While you can't sculpt your face the way you can your abs or arms, you can improve facial definition with gentle, consistent exercises. These include controlled jaw movements, resistance-based lip and cheek lifts, and even exaggerated expressions held for a few seconds at a time. Over time, these exercises help activate underused muscles, support the skin, and slightly lift the natural contours of the face. One of the simplest and most effective exercises is to sit upright, tilt your head slightly back, and push your lower jaw forward. This movement stretches and strengthens the muscles under the chin and jawline. Hold it for 5 seconds and repeat 10 times daily. Another is puffing out your cheeks and moving the air from one side to the other for a minute. These small, repetitive movements don't replace a healthy lifestyle, but they do add a layer of firmness that complements your efforts. Facial massage also plays a vital role at this stage. When done regularly, it can reduce fluid retention, stimulate blood flow, and relax tense areas like the jaw and temples. Use your fingertips or a tool to gently glide along the jawline, across the cheeks, and under the eyes. Always work upward and outward to promote lifting rather than dragging the skin. This kind of massage not only helps shape the face, it can also improve skin texture and radiance by boosting circulation. Speaking of skin, taking care of it is an essential part of defining your face. When your skin is healthy, hydrated, clear, and resilient, it enhances the shape of your features. A simple skincare routine that includes cleansing, moisturizing, and using sunscreen goes a long way. Exfoliating a few times a week removes dead skin cells, which can otherwise dull the face and make it appear more puffy or uneven. Bright, firm skin naturally makes your facial structure appear sharper, even if your fat loss is still in progress. Light can also change how defined your face appears, which is why learning basic contouring techniques with makeup can give you an extra confidence boost during your transformation. Strategic shading around the jawline, cheekbones, and temples can give the illusion of a slimmer, more sculpted face. While makeup doesn't change the underlying structure, it can reflect the progress you've made and boost your morale as you continue the journey. Consistency is the thread that ties all these elements together. A few days of perfect diet or exercise won't deliver lasting results. But small, repeated efforts across multiple areas, hydration, movement, sleep, skincare, posture, build upon one another. Over weeks and months, these shifts reshape not just your face, but the way you carry yourself and feel in your own skin. As you move further along in your journey, it's essential to remember that the process of reducing face fat isn't linear. Some days will feel like progress, while others might feel like a step back. The body is a dynamic system, and it can take time for all the changes you're making to be fully reflected in the mirror. This is especially true for your face, where fluctuations in fluid, hormones, and stress can lead to temporary changes in appearance. One of the most important things to cultivate during this phase is patience. The changes you're seeing in your body will eventually show up in your face, but it's important to stay consistent and give it time. Focus on building habits that will keep you feeling healthy and energized, rather than obsessing over the number on the scale or how quickly your face changes. Progress may be gradual, but with steady effort, your face will naturally sculpt itself into its most defined version. It's also crucial to keep your emotional relationship with your appearance in check. Wanting to look your best is completely natural, but sometimes, people can develop an unhealthy fixation on their facial features, believing that their worth is tied to how they look. This kind of thinking can hinder your progress and cause unnecessary stress, which ironically can make facial fat more difficult to lose. Instead, work on developing a deeper sense of self-acceptance. Understand that you are worthy and beautiful at every stage of the process, and that your face is simply a reflection of the care you put into yourself. One powerful way to enhance this self-acceptance is by practicing positive affirmations. Start each day by looking in the mirror and acknowledging the progress you've made, not just in terms of appearance but in your mindset and habits. Remind yourself of the small victories, how much more energy you have, how your skin is glowing, or how you've been sticking to your healthy routines. When you shift the focus from self-criticism to self-empowerment, the process of transformation becomes much more enjoyable and sustainable. While the physical work is important, the mental and emotional components can't be overlooked. Negative thoughts and self-doubt can create a toxic cycle that leads to stress eating, poor sleep, and an inability to stick with healthy habits. By practicing mindfulness and self-compassion, you can reduce emotional eating triggers and stay focused on long-term success. Another aspect to consider is the influence of age. As we get older, the skin on our face naturally loses elasticity, and fat tends to shift or settle in different areas. While you can't stop the aging process, you can slow its effects by continuing to take care of your skin and muscles. The habits you've developed, hydrating, eating well, staying active, and getting adequate rest, will pay off not only in how you look but in how your skin ages gracefully. It's also worth noting that genetics play a significant role in how your face stores fat and how it changes over time. Some people have naturally rounder faces or a softer jawline, while others might hold fat around their cheeks or chin. Understanding and accepting your genetic makeup will help you manage your expectations. Instead of focusing solely on achieving a specific ideal look, focus on becoming the healthiest version of yourself and finding confidence in your unique features. Support from others can also make a big difference during your journey. Whether it's a friend, a family member, or an online community, having people to share your struggles and victories with can provide encouragement and accountability. When you share your goals with others, you're more likely to stick with them, knowing that you have a support system to lean on. Don't forget to celebrate your milestones. Each step forward, whether it's losing a few pounds, seeing a sharper jawline, or simply sticking to your routine for a few weeks, is an accomplishment. Celebrate the little victories, and remind yourself that each day you take care of yourself is a victory in itself. This journey isn't just about appearance, it's about creating a lifestyle that makes you feel confident, strong, and empowered. As you continue to work toward your goals, always remember that you're not just changing your face, you're transforming your relationship with your body, your habits, and yourself. This journey, while focused on the physical, also has the power to cultivate a deeper sense of well-being and self-love. Embrace the process, and know that every step you take is a step closer to the version of yourself you're creating, inside and out. At this point, you've worked on reshaping your habits, enhancing your face's natural contours, and committing to a lifestyle that nurtures your health from the inside out. But there's one more crucial aspect to explore, and that's maintaining the long-term success you've achieved. Maintaining a slimmer, more sculpted face doesn't end once you reach your goal weight or a certain level of definition. It's about creating a sustainable lifestyle that feels as good as it looks, one that aligns with your overall health and goals for the future. Consistency will always be the key to keeping the face you've worked so hard for. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that once you've achieved a certain look, you can ease up and return to old habits. But the truth is, keeping that sculpted face means continuing to nurture your body with the same care and attention you gave it during your transformation. The key is not to rely on drastic, temporary measures, but to embrace small, daily habits that become second nature. Nutrition continues to play a significant role. Maintaining a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods ensures your body has the nutrients it needs to stay lean, energetic, and healthy. This doesn't mean you need to eliminate all your favorite treats or adopt a perfect diet. It's about finding balance and eating mindfully. Enjoying the occasional indulgence is part of life, but the bulk of your meals should be focused on nourishing foods that support both your body's needs and your goals for facial definition. One of the most important habits to continue is hydration. Keeping yourself well hydrated helps maintain skin elasticity, reduces puffiness, and supports the detoxification process. Make sure to drink water throughout the day, especially when you wake up, before meals, and after workouts, to help keep things flowing. Consider drinking herbal teas or incorporating fruits like cucumbers, watermelon, and oranges into your diet for added hydration. Exercise remains an essential part of maintaining facial definition. While you may not need to do intense workouts every day, regular movement is key. Cardio exercise keeps your metabolism high, while strength training helps maintain muscle mass, ensuring that your body continues to burn fat. Continue with activities you enjoy, walking, yoga, swimming, or dancing, so that exercise doesn't become a burden but a fun and rewarding part of your routine. It's also crucial to prioritize sleep and rest. As your body ages and your lifestyle evolves, rest becomes even more important. During sleep, your body repairs and rejuvenates. If you're sleep deprived, your body produces more cortisol, a stress hormone linked to fat storage. You'll want to ensure you get enough restful sleep, around 7 to 9 hours each night, so your body has the time to recover, balance hormones, and continue its natural fat-burning processes. Stress management is another ongoing focus. Life will always have its ups and downs, but how you handle stress can make a huge difference in how your face looks. As we discussed earlier, stress can cause the body to hold onto fat, particularly around the neck and face. When you learn how to manage stress in healthy ways, whether it's through meditation, journaling, deep breathing exercises, or simply taking breaks throughout the day, you'll keep your body from releasing excess cortisol, which can cause bloating and puffiness. Finding ways to stay centered and relaxed will help you maintain the results you've worked for. In addition to these daily habits, regular maintenance of your skincare routine is essential. As you continue your journey, your skin will evolve. The healthier your skin, the more vibrant and youthful your face will appear. Always be mindful of what your skin needs as the seasons change or as you age. If needed, consult a skincare professional for advice on how to adjust your routine. Regular facials or at-home treatments that target collagen production and skin tightening can also help maintain the firmness of your face as you continue to age. A positive mindset is paramount as well. Celebrate the milestones you've achieved, no matter how small they may seem. It's easy to overlook your success when you're focused on the next goal, but it's important to pause and appreciate how far you've come. Positive self-talk and gratitude for your progress will reinforce your efforts and keep you motivated. Your appearance is a reflection of how much you care for yourself, and as long as you prioritize your well-being, you will continue to feel and look your best. Lastly, allow yourself to enjoy the process. Transformation isn't just about the end result, it's about how you feel along the way. The habits you've built, the confidence you've gained, and the sense of self-control you now have are all parts of the journey that contribute to the bigger picture. Embrace every step as a learning experience and appreciate the small, everyday victories that add up over time. You are now equipped with the knowledge and the tools to maintain a slim, sculpted face for the long haul. By continuing to nurture your body, your habits, and your mindset, you can sustain the beauty of your face and body, regardless of the passing years. Remember, the journey doesn't end here. The commitment you make today to maintain these practices is an investment in your health, your confidence, and your future self. As you enter the final stages of your transformation, it's time to reflect on the broader picture. What started as a simple goal to reduce face fat has turned into a deeper commitment to yourself, your health, your self-esteem, and your overall well-being. While the external changes are apparent, the internal transformation you've undergone may be even more powerful. You've not only reshaped your face but also reshaped your approach to life, reinforcing habits and mental shifts that will continue to benefit you in ways far beyond just appearance. The final chapter of this journey is about embracing the power of holistic wellness. You've learned the physical tools to reduce face fat, nutrition, exercise, hydration, posture, but true long-term success doesn't just come from the body. It comes from cultivating a mindset that honors self-care, personal growth, and acceptance. This is about integrating all of the lessons you've learned into a sustainable lifestyle, where every part of your being is aligned with your goals and your values. One of the most profound lessons that this journey offers is learning to appreciate the process, not just the result. The truth is, this is a lifelong commitment. Your face will change as you age, and so will your body, but the key is learning how to adapt. You don't need to cling to an image of perfection or a fixed outcome. Instead, enjoy the fluidity of this process. Become more in tune with your body, listen to its needs, and give it what it requires to thrive. Sustainability should now be your guiding principle. You've already built an incredible foundation with your daily habits, routines, and choices. These habits are not meant to be temporary fixes. They're the building blocks of a life that feels good, looks good, and allows you to feel confident in your skin, no matter what stage of life you're in. This final phase is about setting up a future where your healthy habits continue to flourish. Look at your nutrition and exercise routines not as a set of rules to follow but as a form of self-expression, a way to honor your body. Make movement a natural part of your day, whether it's a walk in the park, an afternoon yoga session, or a dance class. Find ways to make healthy food an exciting part of your life, discovering new ingredients, recipes, and ways to nourish yourself. Treat your body with respect, and it will respond accordingly. Stress management is an area that may require continual work. Life will always throw challenges your way, and it's essential to stay equipped with healthy coping mechanisms. Mindfulness, meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature can all help you maintain balance. It's important to regularly check in with yourself and ask, how am I feeling? Am I stressed? Do I need rest? Allow yourself the grace to pause, breathe, and recalibrate when life becomes overwhelming. Another crucial aspect of this final phase is celebrating progress, not just your physical appearance but the mental and emotional resilience you've built. Every time you wake up and choose to maintain your healthy habits, you're choosing to prioritize yourself. The more you celebrate these wins, the more motivation you'll have to continue moving forward. This journey has also taught you the importance of self-compassion. There will be days when things don't go as planned, and you may feel discouraged. That's normal. The key is to recognize that these moments are not setbacks but opportunities to practice kindness toward yourself. Remember that change takes time, and any progress, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. In the long run, this book isn't just about achieving a slimmer face. It's about developing a lifestyle that makes you feel confident, energized, and at peace with yourself. Every day you take care of your body, mind, and spirit is a day closer to your most empowered self. Your face will reflect that inner confidence, and your body will thank you for the care you've given it. So, as you move forward, keep these principles in mind. Your face, your body, and your mind are all interconnected. By continuing to prioritize wellness in all its forms, you will not only maintain the changes you've achieved but also continue to evolve into the healthiest, most confident version of yourself. Embrace this new chapter with excitement and gratitude. You've done the hard work. Now it's time to live your life fully and embrace the face that's the result of all your dedication, patience, and love for yourself. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. Your support means the world and helps us keep creating more content like this. Stay healthy, stay confident, and see you in the next one.